All right, here we are. Good morning. All right, guys. I think I've got like a minute or two before I'm going to really get started. So hopefully I get one of you maybe to join this morning. It's 8:15 here, East Coast time. But I understand I got friends everywhere, and I know it's early for some of you. So, but you know, the cool thing about this is I'll record it now because this happens to hopefully work for my timing. And then, you know, you can watch it anytime. You could do it anytime in your day. It's going to be 30 minutes of vinyasa yoga, which just means moving with our breath, right? Giving ourselves just a few moments of our day to stop, right? To stop and to focus back on yourself and to focus on your breath as you move your body. It kind of becomes like this awesome moving meditation, and your body and your mind will thank you, I promise, after even just 30 minutes of doing this. So I probably will just get started because 30 minutes is still kind of quick, you know, and I like to get as much in as I can in every minute of this. So we're going to begin just in child's pose. So hopefully you have a yoga mat, but if you don't, you can do this just on the ground too, hopefully a soft ground. But that's the other beauty about yoga, right? You really don't need anything but yourself. So child's pose is a great way to begin. Bring your big toes to touch, open your knees nice and wide, and reach your arms as far forward as you can. And just ground your forehead into the mat. And in child's pose, as we begin here, it's a great way to just start to connect to your breath. So nice big inhales through your nose, and use a nice big open mouth exhale to just let go of any stale air within you. Making space for a next deep breath in, and just feel that breath, feel its life, its energy as it spreads from your fingertips to your toes, right? Big deep breaths. And just soften back through your hips, really pull your hips back towards your heels, let those hips open up. Hopefully just enjoying this nice first little stretch. And then we're just going to walk our hands over to one side. So if you come over to the left, walk your hands as far over to the left as you can. And then maybe even bring your right hand on top of your left. And then pull back on your right hip. Drop your forehead back down. And just feel a nice little side stretch here in your child's pose. And then come back through your center, and then walk your hands over, all the way over to the right. If you can, now place your left hand on top of your right hand. Pull back on your left hip, drop your forehead down. You should feel a really nice deep stretch through your left side. Maybe all the way down into your lower back, or any area that might feel a little tight. Just start to send your breath right there. And then walk your hands back to your center. Take one more breath. And then we'll just slowly come on up. Let's make our way right into a tabletop position to begin. So spread your fingers nice and wide. Make sure that your hands are right underneath your shoulders. And then just check back with your knees. Make sure they're right underneath your hips. Not too narrow and not too wide. And then we'll just start with some cat and cow poses. It's a great way to wake up the spine. A great way to start to connect to your breath. So as you breathe in, you're going to come into cow pose. Drop your belly, roll your shoulders back, look up. And as you exhale, you're going to come into cat pose. Tuck your tailbone and your chin in, gaze in towards your navel. Really round your upper back. Again, breathe in, roll through cow pose. And exhale, pull into cat pose. Let's do 2 more with the breath. Breathe in. Exhale into cat. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. Come to a neutral spine. We're just going to reach the right hand as far forward as we can, and then drop your forehead down to the mat. And then press into your right hand. Pull your hips up and back. You should feel a really nice opening through the front of your armpit, right through the outer edge of your upper arm. A nice opening for the chest here. Take another breath in. Exhale out. Come back up to your tabletop position, and then with that right hand, reach up to the sky. So a little twist, an open arm twist here. Spread your fingers wide, big breath in. And then as you exhale, we're going to do what we call thread the needle. So you're just going to sweep your right arm all the way through between your left hand and your left knee. Okay, and drop your right ear down, your right shoulder down to the mat. Just pause here. A little twist, a little compression into the shoulder. And then just make your way back to tabletop position. So we're going to move through just that little sequence there, connecting breath to movement. We're going to do it 2 times through. So take a big breath in. And as you exhale, pull that right hand forward, drop your forehead to the mat. Then inhale, slide the right hand back into the tabletop. And then sweep the right hand all the way up to finish that inhale. And then as you exhale, thread the needle, sweep the right arm through, drop the right shoulder down. Nice. And then breathe in, come back to tabletop position. Exhale, 1 more time, reach the right hand forward, drop the forehead down. Inhale, rise back up, reach the right arm up to the sky, twist. And exhale, thread the needle, sweep the right hand through, drop the shoulder and the side of the head down. And come back to tabletop position. Nice. So let's do the left side. We'll do the first one a little bit slower, and then we'll move with the breath. So reaching the left hand all the way forward, drop your forehead to the mat. And again, press into your left hand, pull your hips back, feel that nice big opening and stretch through your left armpit, your upper outer arm, wherever you're feeling it. And then slowly rise back up through your tabletop. And then take that twist as you reach the left arm up to the sky. Keep the spine nice and long. Draw the left shoulder back. And then take that thread the needle as you sweep the left arm through. Drop the left shoulder down, the left side, the head down. Then come back up to your tabletop position. And we'll flow through that with the breath. So take a big inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, reach the left hand forward, drop the forehead down. Inhale, rise back up, come into the twist as you sweep the left arm up. And exhale, thread the needle, sweep the hand through, drop your left shoulder down. Inhale, come back up to your tabletop position. 1 more time through. Exhale, reach the left hand forward, drop your forehead down. Inhale, rise up, twist, left arm goes high. Exhale, thread the needle. Sweep your left hand through, drop the left shoulder down. And inhale, come back to tabletop position. Nice, so hopefully I've warmed up the spine a little bit there, warmed up the arms. Let's come into our first downward dog. So tuck your toes under, walk your hands forward about a foot, lift your hips up and back. So usually the first downward dog a day, you're gonna feel a little tight. So maybe bend one knee then the other. And as you bend one knee, just pause and really reach the other heel down. So you're getting such a great stretch for the entire leg, but especially down into the ankles and the calf muscles. So maybe bend the other knee, reach the other heel down. Good. And then just try reaching both heels down, straightening your legs just as much as you can. Really press away from the mat, lengthen your spine. Take a nice big breath in. And exhale out. And then lift those heels up nice and high. So really press through the toe mounds, getting a really beautiful stretch for the foot. And then as you exhale, just drop the knees back down to your mat. And then I want you to come back, sit your hips back onto your heels. And then just bring your hands to your lower back. The fingers point down. Pull your shoulder blades back. And then press your hips forward away from your heels now as you lift up onto your knees. Lift your chest and just look up. Look up towards your ceiling. So just a little heart opener, chest opener. If you're uber super flexible and you're already feeling good, you can come into full camel and reach for your heels. Otherwise, just stay right here. Just one more breath. And then release. Hips back down to your heels. Reach your arms forward and just pause here for a moment to release that big back bend. Drop your forehead down. Take a big breath in. Exhale out. Good. Let's come back to downward facing dog. Hips up and back. Straighten your legs as much as you can. Reach your heels down towards the ground. Take a big breath in. Look forward and just make your way to the top of your yoga mat. Your feet can stay hip width apart. Soften your knees if you've got tight hamstrings, tight lower back. Just soften the knees a little bit if you need to, but see if you can let gravity take hold of your head. Let your head be heavy. Relax your shoulders. And then let's just slowly roll ourselves up to standing Tadasana, mountain pose. Roll your shoulders back and down. Spread your fingers wide, lift your chest. So we're just going to flow through one simple little sun salutation. So connecting breath to movement. Sweep the arms up, breathe in, press the palms together, look up. And then exhale, swan dive down, nice forward fold, grab the backs of your legs. Again, let your head be heavy. We take a halfway lift, so just slide your fingertips up your shin bones, lengthen your spine, breathe in. And then exhale, plant your hands back to plank pose. And just lower yourself all the way down to the ground, nice and strong, building upper body strength there. Coming into cobra. Press into your hands, roll your shoulders back, breathe in. Exhale, release it down. Let's do one more of those. Breathe in, roll up, cobra. Exhale, release it down. Now tuck your toes under. Let's build some strength here. Press back up to plank as you breathe in. To downward facing dog. Hips up and back. Nice. So let's get right into it. Let's sweep the right leg up to the sky. As you pull that right leg up, press your left heel down. Take another breath in. Pull your knee into your chest, step through to lunge pose. So you're pulling that right foot all the way up between your hands. Okay? And then we're just going to drop that back knee down. Let the hips move forward and down. And just enjoy this stretch, okay? This is a nice stretch for the psoas muscle, these hip flexors, right in front of that left hip. You work those suckers all day long, right? So this is your opportunity to give them a little love, right? Just take a moment, breathe here, enjoy the stretch. And then when you're ready, we're going to come up to a nice low crescent lunge. So we're just going to lift the torso, reach the fingers up towards the sky. Breathe in, reach up, draw your shoulders back, maybe look up. And then from here, bring your hands at your heart center. We're just going to take a little twist. So just hinge forward slightly. You're going to bring your left elbow across your right knee. pressing elbow and knee into one another. Pull your belly in. Draw your hands towards your chest center. And maybe even gaze up or across your right shoulder for a nice twist. Take a couple deep breaths. And then stay with the twist. Just release the left hand down to the ground. Reach your right arm up to the sky. Breathe, and then start to slowly pull your right arm bone all the way back behind you. The right thumb points back. Just continuing to open up the chest and the arms. You can stay right here, guys, or if you can, bend that left knee, grab the foot. Now, guys, this pose is not for everybody, okay? So if you're feeling it, like it's not feeling right, then just release the foot. Just stick with the twist, okay? But it can be a beautiful pose and a nice stretch for the knee and the quad. Wherever you are, take a breath in. And release, okay? Both hands back down to the mat. Let's lift that back knee up. We're gonna look over our left shoulder, spin around, and come to a wide leg forward fold facing the left edge of our yoga mat, okay? So just bow forward. Let the hips kind of lift up as you drop your torso down. Breathe into it. Nice big stretch for the legs. And then let's just come up just about halfway and start to bend into your right knee, okay? So as you bend into your right knee, reach the hips back, lengthen the spine as you reach your chest forward. And we can add a little twist here too if it feels good. Left hand is just down right in front, right underneath your face basically. And then sweep your right arm up to the sky. Just a nice little twist. It's also increasing a little bit of that stretch into your inner thigh, your left leg. And then you're in the twist, come back to center, and then we'll bend into our left knee. Again, just starting here, drawing back on the hips, pushing the chest forward, enjoying nice stretch into the legs and the hips. And then if you want to add that twist, right hand down, left arm up. Continuing to shift the hips back and pull them over. I'm feeling a really nice deep stretch through my inner groin and my right leg right now. So hopefully you're feeling it too. And then release that. Now this time, guys, we're actually just going to stay on this left side. You're going to spin your left toes now to face the back of your mat, okay? And we're going to come into triangle pose. So triangle pose, we start to straighten, okay, both legs. The right arm's going to reach up to the sky. Now, if you're feeling really, really tight, this front knee can have like a little micro bend in it to protect, okay, to protect your joints and your muscles. But we're working on straightening it eventually, okay? Reaching up through your right fingertips, draw your right shoulder back, opening up the chest. Take a big inhale. And just exhale out. Right. And then from here, guys, bend back into that left knee. Bring your hands back down. I want you to walk that back, that right foot, pull it back in a few steps. We're going to come into a balancing pose called standing half moon. Okay, so it's essentially kind of the same pose we were just doing, but balancing on the left leg. If you know the pose, go right into it. I'll kind of explain it for those of you that don't. So you're going to pull the weight into this left foot. You're going to bring your left hand forward just slightly in front of you. And you're going to start to bring the weight all the way into that left foot as you lift your right leg up behind you. You can keep your hand on your hip. As you start to roll that right hip open though, you might eventually reach the right arm up to the sky. Flex that right foot that's lifted. Both legs are straight and strong. We're here for 3. Just try it. Find your balance. You fall out, it's not a big deal, right? And then we'll just release. Nice and slow back to lunge pose with the left foot forward now, facing the back of your yoga mat, essentially. Okay, left foot forward. And we're just step back to plank pose from here and lower to the ground. And then inhale, cobra pose. Breathe in. Exhale, release it. Let's tuck the toes under. Press right back up to plank, nice and strong, to downward facing dog. All right, so we'll go right into the other side. So left leg goes up, breathe in, stretch it up. And exhale, step through to lunge pose, okay? So if the foot was back here, just reach down, grab it, pull it forward, right? We want to make sure we've got ankle and knee alignment here. Slowly drop that back knee down and just push the hips forward. Big stretch for that right hip flexor right now. Take a couple of deep breaths. And then when you're ready, rise up to a nice low crescent lunge. Reaching up through your fingertips, draw your shoulders back, and look up. And then coming into our prayer twist, hands to our heart center, hinge forward, and we're going to hook the right elbow across the left knee. Pull your belly in, draw your hands closer towards your heart center, and maybe bring your gaze up or across your left shoulder. And then just sticking with the twist, we're just going to reach the right hand down to the ground. The left arm is going to reach up. And then again, you stay right here, pull that left arm bone all the way back, thumb points back. All right? And then maybe you bend the back knee, capture the foot. Again, it's not for everyone, guys, but you can try it. If it feels okay, if it feels good, go for it. And enjoy it. So pulling the heel in, draw the left shoulder back, open up the chest. Deep breath in. Exhale out, slowly release, hands down. Pop that back knee up. Let's walk around to our wide leg forward fold again. Okay, so facing again that left edge of your yoga mat. Well, it was the right this time around, but wide leg fold. Drop the head down, maybe shake out those hips. And this time, guys, we're going to pull the heels in, okay? Bend the knees, lift your torso, bring your hands up to your knees. And then we're going to breathe in, lengthen our spine. And as we exhale, we're going to drop the left shoulder down and press those knees wide, and then look around to your right. So you're getting a little bit of a twist, a nice deep hip opener. And then breathe, come back to your center, inhale. Exhale, drop your right shoulder down, look over your left. Let's do that again with the breath. Inhale, come center. Exhale, drop the left shoulder down, look over your right. Inhale to center. Exhale, drop the right shoulder down, look over your left. Nice. Inhale, come back to your center, and then just reach for the ground. Spin your heels back out. Take a forward fold. Let it go. And now we're going to walk around to our right foot. We're going to spin the right toes forward, preparing ourselves for triangle pose. So right hand down, left arm's going to sweep up. So your right hand, you might be lifted, right? You might be more like this. That's okay too. You might be down by your shin bone. You might be able to reach to your ankle or all the way to the ground. If you have blocks, I love blocks. Buy a pair if you don't, if you're going to start practicing yoga at home. This is a great place to have a block right underneath your hands too, okay? But wherever you are, let's just take another breath or two. Spread the fingers wide on your left hand. So let there be energy all the way up through your left arm. Pull your left shoulder back. Take another breath in. And then we transition to our standing half moon again. So notice I bring my left hand back down to my hip to start off. Bend back into that right knee. Right hand is going to reach forward, step that back foot in. And when you're ready, you're going to start to pull the weight all the way into your right foot, lifting that left foot up. Flex the toes. This leg is strong, right? If you want, you can reach the left arm up. You want to challenge your balance even more. You start to bring your gaze all the way up towards your left hand. Okay. Ooh, take another breath. And then release. Lunge pose. Just let it go. Good work. Let's step back. Plank pose. Breathe in. Lower to the ground. Exhale. Inhale. Cobra. Exhale. Release. Your toes under. Press back up to plank. To downward facing dog. Ah. Good work. Take a big inhale here. Exhale out. Last one here. Breathe in. Exhale out. Let's come back down to a tabletop position. We have about 5 more minutes. We're just going to slow things down, okay? We're going to take a little pigeon pose. Slide your right knee up behind your right wrist. Pull your left leg back behind you. And you're just going to lift your chest for a moment. Find your alignment. So you've got the left hip kind of pointing down, the right hip pulling back. You can stay lifted, or you could come down to your forearms. You could come all the way down to your forehead. So we're just here for a couple moments, probably about a minute or so. And this is your opportunity to just totally release, right? Let go of the work, let go of the to-do list. The to-do list will be there when we get done. Just take a few more moments for yourself. Take a few more breaths. And then when you're ready, slowly come up out of that. And just slide yourself back into a little bit of a tabletop position. Shake it out. Let it go. And then when you're ready, slide the left knee up behind you. Slide your right leg back. And come in to pigeon pose. Again, on this side, just taking a few moments. Last few moments for yourself to just totally release. Close your eyes. And then when you're ready, we'll slowly come up out of that. And again, just slide the knees back, coming into a little tabletop. Shake it out, release it. And then just come to your seat, cross your ankles behind you. And let's just roll ourselves all the way down onto our backs. Let's take one last twist. So just pull the right knee into your chest. Gently draw the knee across the body as you take a twist over to your left and gaze over your right. And then gently pull the knee back center, give it a squeeze and release it. Pull the left knee in, give it a good squeeze, and then draw the knee across your body to the right as you gaze over your left. And release that. Pull the left knee back into center and release the left leg down. Now pull both knees into your chest. Round up, forehead touches the knees. Squeeze in nice and tight. And then slowly release for Shavasana, our last posture, where we literally allow ourselves to do nothing right here, right now. Let it go. Soften every part of your body. Soften your face. Soften your fingertips. Release your hips, your legs, your feet, your ankles. And just let your breath be easy and flowing. And then just slowly walk your feet back in, roll over to one side, bring yourself back up to a seated posture. Hands can come together at your heart. And just close your eyes. Give yourself one more moment to thank yourself, right, for taking the time to take care of you. I know it's not easy to find even 30 minutes sometimes in your day to do this. So honor that and take another breath in and just exhale it all out. Namaste, guys. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed it. If you had any questions about anything, or you want to try something different, or anything, right? I am here. I am open to listen, and I hope that we can continue to follow along and do this together. So have a beautiful day, and take care. Bye.